Moving forward with the second example of blend surface and combining it with extend surface, I can add history control not only to my resulting blend surface, but also to the input surfaces. Let's take a look. I'll run the blend surface command, selecting my two edges, validating. At this point, I can go back and edit my blend surface as we did previously, or edit the input surfaces and have the blend surface adapt. For instance, if I extend the edge of my top surface, my blend surface will be redefined. So in Rhino 6, blend surface allows you to edit the input surfaces or the output surfaces without breaking the history link. Moving forward, let's check this new option with the flow along surface command. Flow along surface allows me to map complex shapes from a flat plane to a freeform shape. So let's hop over to the transform tools, run the flow along surface command, selecting my object, the base surface, placing ourselves in the appropriate plane to map this new object to, and select my freeform surface. Perfect. Let's run the command again. On our next example, I'll select my object to map, my base surface, and activate Constrain Normal option, new to V6. Now again, hopping over to the front view and selecting the surface I want to flow the object onto. Let's compare. In my original V5 style, I'll see that the object has been flown successfully in a freeform way. Now, if we compare it to the V6 version, we'll notice that the object has also been flown, but has been constrained to respect the draft angle of the original object. This can be very useful for manufacturing purposes or whenever I need to maintain a draft angle constraint. So now let's move down and talk about the fillet edge command and its analogous commands, blend edge and chamfer edge. For this, I'll jump over to the solid tools and run the fillet edge command. Selecting the two edges I want to edit, validating, and using some of the options naturally available to this command. One new cool trick in Rhino 6 is the ability to window select my handles and set a new radius. Let's change this one to, say, 20, and set this one to 40. At this point, everything is very similar to Rhino 5. I'll validate and obtain my result. The improvement in Rhino 6 is the ability to run the Edit option. It's the icon located to the left of the fillet edge command. Just like in the blend surface command, it allows me to select my object, press Enter, and access again all the fillet information of the object. At this point, I can validate and simply edit any of the options available in the command box or at the level of the handles. Changing rail types, and so forth. Once done, I can validate and my fillet edges are recalculated. A few things to keep in mind is that history doesn't necessarily need to be active. Fillet edge has its own intrinsic history. Also, the information is kept in the 3DM file and travels within sessions, so you can send it over to a colleague or open the file the next day and edit the fillets. However, if you edit further the object, such as booleaning it, exploding it, trimming it, the editable fillet information will be lost. Let's continue talking about fillet edge. Fillet edge in Rhino 6 was highly improved. Many cases that would not work in Rhino 5 will most likely work in Rhino 6. Let's take a look at a couple of examples. For instance, the 6-edge situation would not work in previous versions of Rhino. It would not know how to solve the intersection of edges, leaving a hole. Another common case is when having surfaces that share a hard edge, yet are almost tangent. Rhino 5 would often fail under these circumstances. Yet with Rhino 6, it automatically builds the surfaces, leaving no gaps in the resulting polysurface. If you want to learn more about what's new in Rhino v6 for Mac, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. My colleagues and I will be posting these as they become available.